All right. Ratios. Okay, ratio, let's make it singular. Ratio is a comparison of two numbers or quantities by division. Okay. Now, there are three ways to express a ratio. Okay, so, for example, Zach, do not include me in this because I'm not of proper age. I want you to count the number of boys in the room. Emma, I want you to count the number of girls. Hey. 4 girls? 5 girls, okay. How many boys? 10? All right, now, we want to know the ratio of boys to girls in class. Okay, so boys are 10, girls are 5. So you have 10 over 5, 10 colon 5, or 10 to 5. Okay, whatever is listed first, whatever word is listed, you'll see the 2. Okay, so if it's listed first, that means it goes on top or first in each of the things. Okay, so the 3 ways to do it is with a fraction bar, a colon, or the word to. Now, we can express this ratio in an equivalent ratio. Okay? An equivalent ratio for this particular ratio that we're talking about, okay, would be this. If I had 10 over 5, what does 10 over 5 reduce to? 1/2. No. What? 2 over 1. So if we divide both top and bottom by 5, okay, that gives us 2 over 1. So I can express this ratio as an equivalent by putting it as 2 over 1, or 2 colon 1, or 2 to 1. Okay, so that would be the equivalent ratio to our original ratio. Now, ratios must be expressed with 2 numbers.
Mr. Thibault, would you call 301, please?
Okay. You cannot express the ratio 2 over 1 as just 2. Okay, we must okay? So, basically the equivalent ratio.
Nicole Cooper, come to the office, please. Nicole Cooper, come to Mrs. Tidwell's office.
The equivalent ratio is just like an equivalent fraction. Now, ratios will be the same type of quantity. Okay, in other words, boys and girls, okay, for humans. Okay, feet to inches, kilograms to grams. Okay, you won't have something like miles and gallons. Okay, miles and gallons are not the same quantity. Miles measure what? Distance. What does gallons measure? Liquid or mass. Okay, volume. Okay, so those two things are not the same type. Okay, so that's, your ratio will always be the same type. So let's look at what I'm talking about. For example, 5 kilograms to 30 kilograms. And they want you to simplify. Okay, well, simplify that. What would it be simplified? Jesse? What? Okay, so you're going to divide 5 into each one, so it'd be 1 kilogram to 6 kilograms. That's one way, and then you need to list the other ways. 1 over 6, 1 colon 6. So that would be your answer.
Do you have to put 1 kilogram to 6 kilograms, or can you put 1 to 6?
1 to 6 is okay. Now, if we look at the fraction, or we look at this ratio, 6 to 25. Can you simplify or reduce 6 to 25? No. So the other two ways then would be 6 over 25 and 6 to 25. That would be your two answers. So do this one here. Well, let's look at this one. 9 inch to 1 feet, 1 foot. Okay? Are those the same, in the same unit of quantity? They are? Inches and feet are the same unit?
Feet are part of your body.
Hey. Is inches and feet or foot the same unit? No. So we have to convert it. We have to convert this ratio to the same units before simplifying. So we have 9 inches to 12 inches, because there's 12 inches in 1 foot. If that would have been 9 inches to 2 feet, then we would convert that to 9 inches to 24 inches. Okay, but it's not. Okay, so we have to take 9 inches to 12 inches and simplify. So what does that simplify to? 9 inches to 12 inches. 3 to 4. And 3 over 4. And 3 colon 4. Did you get that, Jess? All right, do this one on your own. 30 over 2. I want you to simplify it and list it 2 other ways. Simplify it and list it 2 other ways. Raise your hand when you have an answer. Only 2 people have an answer? Jesse, what'd you get? What'd you divide by? 15 go into 2? Can't divide by 15 then. Brandon. 15 over 1. Yes. So we divide by 15. No, that's what Jesse did. Actually, I bet you didn't. Actually, you divided by 2. You were thinking, what 2 goes into 30 how many times? So we got 2 into 30 goes 15 times. 2 into 2 goes 1 time. So 15 over 1, 15 to 1, and 15 colon 1. Okay, now let's look at equivalent ratios. And really, what we're looking at is proportions. We'll talk more about proportions later in the week, but an equivalent ratio is basically a proportion. For example, 3 over 4 is equal to n over 12. Okay, they're creating an equivalent ratio to 3 over 4. Okay, so what did we do to 4 to make it 12? Multiplied by 3. So we got to do the same thing to the top. So what is n equal to? 9. So the missing number is 9. Let's look at this one. 72 over 144 equals n over 16. So we went from 144 to 16, so we reduced the number to go from 144 to 16. What did we reduce 144 by to get 16? Not everybody at once. What did we do to 144 to make it 16? What did we reduce it by? What? 8? That is correct. We divided by 8. So we have to divide by 8 to the top. 8 into 72 goes 9 times. No, we didn't divide by 8. Because that would give us 48. That wouldn't give us 144 at the end, to give us an 8 at the end. So we didn't divide it by 8. That was a close guess. What? We divided by 9. We divided by 9. 9 goes into 72 how many times? 8 times. Okay, let's look at this one. 21 over n equals 147 over 186. So, what did you do to 21 to make it 147? Celine? By what? No, not 9. Owen? Yes, multiplied by 7. Okay, now, going this way, we don't know what n is. So if we multiplied by 7 this way, coming back, you would have to what? Divide by 7. So we're going to divide by 7 into 186. And what do you get? Oh, my bad. It's 196. My bad. I looked at the number wrong. Hey, zip it. Hey. Nope. 28. So we divide 7 into 196, it goes 28 times. Okay? Do this one on your own. 5 over 16 equal 25 over n. All right, Emma? 80. That is correct. We multiplied 5 times 5 to get to 25. So we have to do the same thing to 16, which makes 80. Okay? Now your homework. 16.1. We've already basically done the first 8 problems. 1 through 26. Now, I want you to get with your partner in your row. Okay? Work together. No, I'm not in your row. Nope. You and Drew, right here. Jalen, you're in Christina's group.